I thank the member and recognize the member for Vancouver Fairview.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, I suspect that the good citizens of Surrey are actually very concerned and wondering when their transit needs are going to be addressed and what's going to happen to the bottlenecks south of the Fraser. I don't think they're much interested in ragging the puck for another 2 to 3 years. Honourable Speaker, my colleague mentioned that in September 2010, the province and the Mayor's Council signed an agreement, a regional transportation agreement, a livable cities agreement. That agreement, the news release said from this government, today we are reaffirming our commitment to the people of Metro Vancouver that their mayors and the provincial government will collaborate closely to keep people, goods and services moving quickly and efficiently with minimal impact on our environment. Then Transportation Minister said, together we're creating a transportation system that encourages people to take transit rather than to drive their cars. An efficient, affordable and reliable public transportation system is an essential component of a livable region. The then Mayor of the City of Langley, now the Education Minister, said, this agreement forms the foundation of a new dialogue to sustainably plan, fund and deliver a world-class transportation system in the region. That was 3 years ago, Honourable Speaker. Today, this government and this province still haven't taken the measures necessary and have no strategy to meet the goals of their own transportation plan from 2008 to double transit ridership and to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 4.7 million tons by 2020. In order to do that, Honourable Speaker, we need to take action. Translink says, the mayors say, their regional plan relies on having additional trips over the coming 2 to 3 decades taken by transit, by walking, by cycling, and holding the level of trips taken by single occupancy vehicles to a stable rate. Translink is desperately trying to maintain service, not add service, because without a stable funding model, Translink cannot add service. Their projections show that between 2013 and 2015, they will have to cut 306,000 annual service hours in order to meet their budget. Those hours are needed to reduce crowding. They may have to cut buses in growing areas. There will be delays in addressing needs throughout the region. The Broadway corridor in Vancouver, the congestion at the Broadway commercial SkyTrain station, particularly when the Evergreen Line is up and running, the great needs south of the Fraser, the King George corridor, as well as the need to move goods efficiently in various roads on the region. Honourable Speaker, Translink has no ability to respond as population grows, as the needs of the region grow. Honourable Speaker, Translink officials say they cannot, and they've said this publicly, proceed without assurance of stable funding. All future expansion projects after the Evergreen Line are on hold. They're waiting for an answer. There is no ability, as municipalities in the region prepare and allow developments to go forward that are based around transit, to actually provide the transit that's needed for those developments. And the result of that, Honourable Speaker, will be that families make a choice and a commitment to get a second vehicle. We cannot afford delays, and it won't simply be a delay that's already in place. The head of the Mayor's Council has said that a referendum means that in practical terms there can be no legislation if the referendum occurs in 2014 until 2015. It's 18 months from the time of tender to buy a bus to hire and train operators. It's 6 years for subway and 5 years for light rail. We're also at risk of losing matching funds of over $100 million a year from the federal government from 2015 on funds that may be reallocated for many years in the future if Translink cannot make a commitment to match them, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, that is why we say no to delay, no to referendum.
Thank you, Member.